December 7th, 1917. This was the last day in the history after which the map of world was going to change forever. A disaster was about to break on the base of US Navy, which no one had any idea. Doris Miller, an American African chef at Madam Chef, as soon as the sun rises, the breakfast to the officer and then get involved in their laundry collection. At exactly 7:57 in morning, Doris hears a siren, that siren which probably no sailor wants to hear in his service. He immediately came out and is surprised to see that the entire sky is full of Japanese bomber aircraft. In the blink of an eye, it was as if a storm had broken out on entire naval base, because Japanese aircraft started destroying American ships one by one. This attack was done on harbor base towards the US, and today we will know why Japan had such a great courage to attack a country like America, why a chef named Doris Miller was given America's biggest award, and why America nuclear attack on Japan. Welcome to Sanket Rathod YouTube channel. This interesting story of World War II begins at the Monday Festival, when America had put everything at stake to save China in World War II. Yes, the same China against which America openly talks today in the sale of 2001. It so happened that 3 years had passed since the start of World War II, in which one side Japan, Indonesia, Germany and Italy, and Britain, Netherlands and France were on the other side. America had no part in this war. America was completely neutral because of its lose in World War I. America wanted to keep itself completely away from the war in Europe and Asia. But there was one country which was continuously requisiting America, and that was Japan. Due to lack of natural resources near Japan, it was rapidly occupying the neighboring countries so that it could fulfill the demand of its natural resources. Koreans, despite this, he bowed his knees in front of America. On the other side was oil, without which Japan's hold was bounded to weaken away. Japan decided that it would not only withdraw its army from the China, but inside it made a plan that it would capture Indonesia for oil. But this track was not that easy, as we have already learned that Indonesia was a colony of Netherlands at that time, and to reach there it was necessary to first capture the Philippines, which was a colony of America. Japan was well aware that because Hitler was actually behind Japan and Hitler was an enemy of Britain and America, seeing these actions of Japan, America stopped giving coal to Japan in July 1941. Japan didn't have any of its own, but it used to import 1% of its demand from America only. America put this condition in front of it that first it will have to give up its occupation in China, then he will be giving oil. This was very difficult decision for Japan. On one hand, if he had left his occupation with China, the whole world would understand that he supported Hitler's. Despite this, he bowed his knees in front of America that it would not only withdraw its army from China, but inside it made a plan that it would capture Indonesia for oil. But this task was not that easy, as we had already learned that Indonesia was the colony of Netherlands at that time, and to reach there it was necessary to first capture the Philippines, which was the colony of America. Japan knew very well that if it attacked the Philippines, it would retaliate. It will be done from America naval base harbor, which is present in the Pacific Ocean itself. But because now Japan's oil rivers were running out fast, they were left with no other option but to attack. Not in Philippines, but at Pearl Harbor. Yes, the Japanese military leader decided that he would launch a surprise attack on America's Pearl Harbor base and blow up the entire base so that after that Japan could easily occupy Philippines. Japan was now secretly prepared to attack Pearl Harbor. He began building his fleet, which consists of 2 battleships, 39 submarines, 30 destroyers and astonishing 414 bomber aircraft. These aircraft were sent toward Pearl Harbor through 6 aircraft carriers. On the other hand, if the American force stations at Pearl Harbor is estimated, there are 8 battle James 59, anti-aircraft ships, 4 there were submarines, and 390 aircraft. If seen, America had enough force to make Japan attack fail, but for this it was necessary that they should give information about this attack in advance. But the Japanese attack wanted to keep it secret in every way. That's why the Japanese commander decided that he would stay away from any kind of wireless communication before the attack. The force leaving Japan covered a distance of about 8,000 km, and we were only 370 km away from Pearl Harbor. And this was the point from where aircraft were taken off to the attack. This was going to be the biggest attack of World War II, in which America was not yet involved. 7 December on Monday, 7:57, 50 Japanese aircraft attacked Pearl Harbor in 2 different groups. The Americans, who were completely overwhelmed by this attack, seems to be doomed. The first group of Japanese aircraft rained bullets. They were continued to attack and 15 minutes, in which Japan's balance was full in every way. America's 20 vessels in 8 battleships and more than 300 breeze was destroyed standing. The ground was covered with fire and the sky with clouds of black smoke. During this, a Benton ship in America also had African American chef Doris Miller, which we mentioned in the starting of the video. During the laundry collection, Boris heard this creepy siren of a siren instrument. Till he came out, a Japanese potato design hit his ship, in which many officers including the ship captain were injured. Doris single-handedly shifted the wounded to the safe place and then armed himself with an anti-aircraft machine gun and fired back at Japanese aircraft. Without touching Rahima's total, he had killed the Russians from the ready. While Japan lost a total of 9 aircraft in this attack, Politon Doris Miller was the first African American to be awarded the Navy Cross. This award was the largest of US Navy, while it is the second largest award in the United States after the Medal of Honor. After being attacked for an hour 50 minutes, a Japanese aircraft went back. But they had now pushed America into World War II, the same America which was not involved in World War II before this attack. The very next day after the attack on Pearl Harbor, America decided to teach a lesson to Japan, also declare an open war against them. For the next 3 months, America was engaged in restoring its naval base. Fortunately, many ships were submerged in shallow water, which was also capable of repair. America left after 4 months. Bombs rained on Japan's capital, Tokyo. This is from America 3 days after the death of Barbara Thomas. America also dropped a nuclear bomb on Japanese city of Nagasaki. It was a Mark III bomb, codenamed Fat Man. As soon as the weight of 4,670 kg fell in this village, the whole city was completely wiped out. These are the 2 nuclear bombs which were the first and the last to be used on human beings. According to the accurate estimate, around 260,000 people were killed in the attack of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The very next week of this attack, Japan surrendered to America. With this, World War II also reached its end. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next great video.